being a new player in PETM could be quite daunting, honestly, with all the prices and all the marketplace and everything like that. So this is going to be my beginner-friendly guide on how to make your first diamonds, how to get your first exclusive and huges, and really just what the first things you should be focusing on in terms of to really just progress in the game. So for a lot of newer players that are starting, you obviously won't be in the second world, so I will fly over to the first world, obviously, to show you what you should do in the first world and what you should prioritize. Now, if you're a real beginner, all of this will look a lot different to you, obviously. You won't have all the eggs unlocked, etc., etc. Do is just explain basically these achievements down here and what I would be prioritizing first. So the one, if you break 1,000 breakables, this one will take you a while. Probably take you a couple days at least of just full AFK. But you do get a royal charm at the end of it, which is worth 7 million if you sell it. That's 7 million gems to invest. You just get straight into your pocket. It's completely free. The easier one that you can do in like 1 to 2 days is the egg opens, which you do get a huge hunter for, and they're going for 12.5 right now. They do fluctuate in price, so if you guys are seeing this after the upload time, it's probably going for like 11 mil, or could be going for a lot more, depending on obviously the time, whatever happens in future updates and stuff like that. At the moment for recording, there is going to be an update in 6 days, so these hype eggs are given out depending on your rank, so you definitely want to rank up quite a lot. Last time we did see these hype eggs, when they were first released, they did go for like, I believe like 4 million. They dropped off to 1 million, and I believe now they've went back up to like 4 or 5 million now. So if you take into effect, let's say, I remember when mine came out, I sold them all for around 3 million. Rank 16, you got 16 times 3, which is what? 48 million, which is a literal free huge. If you look at the cheapest ones at the moment, I think are around 47 million. So that's literally like 90% of the way to a free huge just through those hype eggs, and all you have to do is literally play the game when the update comes out. Obviously, if you're a new player, you won't have this area unlocked just now, so I'll get back to that in a minute. If you guys want to skip to the trading plaza time frame, I will leave it a timestamp on the screen right now. So this will be where all the good trades that you guys can do, what I would personally invest in at different price points. So if you guys want to see stuff like that, go to that timestamp. And for everyone that just wants tips, if you are a new player that hasn't unlocked that yet, pet equips are one of the most important things to get right now. I only have 74 at the moment because I haven't really been focusing on ranked and my rank, and I took a bit of a break. But these right here are the most important thing for actually doing damage and farming. One pet equip could be the amount of damage that a huge can do, and it costs 50 times less of a huge. It's a crazy amount, people don't actually realize it, but focus on your pet equips the most. Now, obviously, you have all the things like what you can use the secret keys, and you have the keys in general that you can use. You'll be collecting a lot of these just from AFK, and I have 136 lower key halves. Always lower key halves are always easier to get. Upper key halves have more rarity to them, so obviously I have a lot of them. I can do some of these secret keys now. They do sell for 50k each at the moment, but you can get royalty charms, and I believe you can get a huge out of this. Let's see if we can get anything good. Or you can get poop. I'm going to show you guys all the free huges that you can possibly get. Now, these are very free in quotations because it does take up a lot of time, and it's literally, they're incredibly rare to actually get. So the first one will be out of the daycare. If I go over, I think my guys are in right now, but you can get a, what's it called, Bleebo, the alien, I believe, or something like that. He's the guy in the spaceship. Let's have a look. I should have him somewhere. Oh, Meebo in a spaceship. You get a huge Meebo. They go for like 200 mil each. If you're lucky enough to get out of the daycare, that is a very, very low possibility though. One of the other ways is getting this huge Poseidon Corgi, obviously. You just go fishing. You can set up a micro task to AFK farm this for you. I know a lot of people have been getting them recently. The chances has been changed, and they are less rare to actually get now. So if you guys are just AFKing overnight and you don't have auto farm or things like that, you can definitely AFK in one of these areas and try to get a free huge. I actually forgot to mention, but all of these obbies and everything do actually have a chance for a free huge, the huge colorful wisp. Every single one of these obbies have a chance to get it. So the pyramid obby, the classic obby, the ice obby, And is there any other hobbies? The hoverboard hobby when you get later into the game. I'm not sure if there's any more hobbies, but oh yeah, the jungle hobby, of course. So all those hobbies do have a chance to get the huge colorful wisp. So make sure you do hobbies every day to make sure that you have that chance to be able to get that huge. Now you can also obviously do the chest rush. This is a way that people, it's been the favorite way of people to actually just AFK and go in here. You go in there for 5 minutes, you have a chance to get the huge fire horse. There's 3,000 of them right now. It goes for 100 million. The chances, like I say, are very low if you actually getting them out of this. You have to get extremely lucky, but you know you can't get it unless you try. And it's worth doing. It's only 5 minutes out of your day, and it does give you a lot of drops and items just from doing it in the first place. I feel like a lot of people that are, you know, a bit more less fortunate with diamonds than me. I don't have a ton, but I do have enough to buy a couple of huges. I have 67 million. I have a lot of investments into different things. Just walk past these balloons and not actually realize where, whoa, not actually realize how much value there is in them. So if you guys don't know how to do this, you go down, you go into the slingshot. I'm pretty sure you get it after a certain rebirth. I think it's this rebirth you get it. I believe rebirth 3, 4. I can't really remember which one it is. But each one of these red ones are going to give you a normal gift bag, which is, I normally sell them for 4k. They go for 3.3k wrap. I normally sell them for 4. These blue ones go for 11k, I believe, wrap. Yep, I normally sell them for 12 or 13. So just from this area here, those 40, probably around 50, 60k worth of diamonds. And you gotta think, like, that'll add up eventually if you're constantly just going through these areas. Let's see, I'm gonna do a time lapse of this right now. I'm gonna show you guys how much I get at the end. So right now, remember we've earned about 70k. That was all the ones on this server. I don't actually know what the number was. I wasn't really keeping count, but I would imagine it was around 100, maybe like 120k in total for all of that. Maybe a little bit less. I'd say around 100k. But that literally took what? A minute of my time. Obviously, it was sped up for you guys, but it took a minute. Look, they're already spawning in again. And you can switch servers if there isn't any left on this server and just go and farm them all again. It doesn't take that long. I think after a while they do stop spawning in for you, but I normally just do it every time I see them. Every time I join a new server, I go through it, break the balloons out of there, and I normally bring in around 1 million a day just from selling these gift bags. It's like one of the methods that people don't actually realize how good this actually is. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, 1 million a day is nothing. But when you just think about it as passive income, you're going through, you just claiming your items and everything like that. And for the newer players who don't have a lot to invest in, 1 million is a lot. You do that for 2 days, you got 2 million. That's an exclusive that you can invest in. Buy it for cheap, buy it for like 1.8 million, sell it for 2.3. There's 500k profit just in one pet, just from farming these gift bags. So now I'm going to be talking about different investment choices that you guys can make that will make you profit going through, and they shouldn't really die off, or they shouldn't really drop too much when the update comes out. So if you go into the terminal here, you can see everything what's happening. Me personally, I do recommend, if you have the diamonds, which I know a lot of you won't, but if you do have the diamonds, invest in the super magnet right now. It's dropping a lot. It might could go down more, but I don't find well after when this update comes out, it should be getting taken out of the exclusive shop, because if you scroll down, it does say last chance to get it. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it's only 1,200 Robux, it shouldn't go up. The chess mimic that was 1,200 right now is 1.5 billion. No, I don't think there'll be as much of a demand for the super magnet, but I think there'll be equally or a little bit more of demand similar to the shiny hunter. So I think this super magnet could honestly go up to 600 million gems. And if you buy it right now for 140, you're going to be making like 460 million gems at least, as soon as, well, at least I think at least 360 million gems just from this. And some investments for you guys that obviously don't have a lot more gems, it's pretty easy, honestly. You can join just different ones. This will, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to talk about this actually. Look at the auctions. Always look at the auction. People will be selling exclusives for cheap. You can pick them up. See, this guy's selling this exclusive for 2.3. I've picked up at least 10 of those exclusives or exclusives like them in the past for 1.8 on auction because people just don't really look at auction. People can't be bothered to get in a bidding battle with you. You can get them for 1.8, literally sell them almost instantly on your booth for 2.3 million. You've made 500k profit just like that. You do that 10 times, you've made 5 million profit. You do it 100 times, you've made 50 million profit, etc., etc. You get where I'm going with this. Now, I know a lot of people that are, you guys probably don't know this if you're a beginner player, but there is inflation and deflation happening right now. The inflation has finally came to a stop for a little while. For the past 4 wrap updates, these supercomputers, Happy Computers, sorry, and Happy Rocks have been going down in value around 500k each update, which is really good. Like a couple of updates ago, wrap updates ago, these were around 62 million, and now they're sitting at around 58.6. And I know I've seen a lot of them sell for 56 million. Hold off for a little while. I would advise if you have enough money to buy a huge and invest into that. I would hold off on this for now until you're ready to see it stay steady. The way you would see these values is going onto a site called Cosmic Values. You can go onto it and have a look at all the live update prices of the actual graph of how much it was, how much it is now, how much it's decreased, what percentages went down, and all stuff like that. Make sure you're always looking at this to see what prices are doing. And then you should also use this when you're trading with people. A lot of people in the trading plaza do try and use glitched wrap items to try and get more expensive items, so don't get scammed by something stupid like that. It's honestly very unfortunate when stuff like that happens. So to recap basically everything I've just said to you newer players and the people with a little less gems or not even a huge yet, I'm gonna just break it down quickly and put it into more of a condensed area just for you guys. First thing you do when you start Pet Sim, you should instantly go and grind up to rank 1. Or Rebirth 1, sorry. Rebirth 1 is at area 25. It should literally take you maybe like 20 minutes to get there, even less. Once you have that, don't spend any gems. The only thing you should be spending gems on is pet equips. That's it. Whilst you're going in here, I'm going to take you through it. You should go into this classic hobby. Do that. Don't worry about the egg machine. Don't even worry about this enchant thing. You can do it if you really need to. Go through here. This one you won't even be able to get into this because you won't have secret keys unlocked. Grab your free potions. Look at the merchant. If it has anything good for sale that you could actually use, you can use it. Keep going through all of this. Go into Atlantis. It does give you diamonds. Get your free items and then rebirth. Once you've reached here, you're gonna rebirth. You're gonna unlock the Trading Plaza key. As soon as you unlock the Trading Plaza key, I want you to go to the Trading Plaza. As soon as you get into the Trading Plaza, I'm going to want you to look for one thing, and you're going to go into the Trading Terminal, and you're going to look for this thing. It's the Dominus Hippo Melon. It's the cheapest and most effective one that you can get right now. It's 77 each at the moment, so I want you to buy 100 of these. It'll cost you 7,000 gems. You should have that by now by doing all the mini games and collecting the diamond stuff. If you don't buy less, buy 50, buy 20. And then once you do, I want you to equip those pets into your inventory, and you will be able to do this so fast because you'll have the extra damage from the stuff. You don't have to do this obviously if you have a friend that can provide the pets for you. If you guys send your usernames in the comments, I will be sending a couple of you a bunch of stat pets. I can send you like 100 each just to help you guys out. I want to help out everyone in here. I might send you some gems alongside it as well. So that's the first thing I want you guys to focus on. Second thing, once it reaches nighttime and you don't want to play anymore or you're going to sleep, I want you to open eggs 24/7 whilst you're asleep. Leave your device on. If you've got a phone, then I understand that might be a power issue. But if you've got a PC, leave it on. Open eggs. It doesn't matter what egg. AFK open them. By the you go here, hatch setting, auto eggs on, and click the most recent one. It'll open for you. Right. Make sure you have an auto clicker on. That will keep you from being disconnected though. You don't want to get disconnected whilst AFK. All this will do is work towards your egg achievement. Once you get your egg achievement, you will have 12 million gems to invest. If you guys need investment tips further than what I'd said in the Trading Plaza, join my Discord. There'll be a link for it in the description. Send me a DM. asking for what you should invest with however many diamonds you have. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what to buy, how much to sell it for, and what to do with it. I really hope I can help you guys out. And yeah, basically, if you just keep implementing these things, breaking the gift bags that are and the balloons, break the balloons to get the gift bags, do all the mini games, do all the daily logins. I know there is global events now, which this one just gave me 200k for AFK, and I'm gonna get different ones. I have my alt account always farming it to try and get the global event bag, which is 18 million. If you just keep applying this, you should be able to get a huge in like literally 2 or 3 days. It's not that hard to get a huge. If you guys need further help, honestly, join my Discord, send me a message, and leave your guys' usernames in the comments. I will be doing a giveaway at the end of this for 5 million gems to one lucky person. I'll do a spinny wheel at the start of the next video. Spinny wheel, picking a lucky winner to win 5 million gems. Yeah, I love you all. Stay safe. Remember that you're loved. Stay hydrated. Peace.